Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Fakes to grab. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The play-action fake. Gets it out quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Martin. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Here's the return. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give on the option. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
It makes the grab in their space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The run inside. It's Martin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He might want another play. Slithers into space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
BYU has this offense clicking. The option look. The keeper on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Martin. Picks up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Caught, and he's got room. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, BYU! Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Time to take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball!
And you talk about wasting no time, that's what this offense just did. 1st play, explosive play. 2nd play, ready to rock and roll. 2-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Paul.
And they did a great job of getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play. Right after the long play, the call came in. Everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Spits it out to the back. The short hands, it's Martin. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Looking for space, it's Martin. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll try it again. Maybe some room here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
To throw, it's Bachmeier. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Martin. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Stepping to the right. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's open on the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
On the move, it's Martin. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Cartwright. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Lets it fly. That's reeled in. It's Davis. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Trying to set up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They're looking to throw on second and short. That's caught. It's Martin. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go right back to it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Here's the pressure. Flips it out to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Man, you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that 1st down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this 1st down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Finding some room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown Volunteers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Bachmeier. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Looking for space. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Phillips. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Gives it on the option. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Finds the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Lyons. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll keep it on second down, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Tennessee! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Bachmeier. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Casper. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Casper. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Running inside, it's Martin. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Quick strike complete. Turns it on at midfield. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Before they snap it on fourth down, we have a timeout call. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Toss sweep right. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Great job by the defense to force this 4th down, but a field goal would make it a 2-possession game.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Here's a little room there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. With the catch, it's Nacua. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
BYU right back to the line.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Makes a catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking left. Got a man. It's Casper. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You try to catch them off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
4th and goal now in the 4th quarter, down a couple of scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Complete out of the backfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The Cougars with the immediate response. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
After that negative play against a goal line defense, it's really, really tough out in the field to not want to take a shot right now because there's nobody deep on defense. You've got one-on-ones on an island with your wide receivers, and they are begging to have a fade ball thrown their way.
The Volunteers need to pick it up on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that is a massive play by the quarterback and great understanding of the situation, knowing if I can find a way to get a 1st down, this game is over. QB scrambles around, nobody open, David, but he does it with his legs and gets the W for his team.
And I'm not surprised whose hands they put the ball in. This is crunch time. Get the 1st down. This ball game is over. They trusted their quarterback, and they got it done.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe,